recently, the ATF has reported that they have traced more guns in 2020 than ever before. In many states, upwards of a 60% increase in tracing guns. Now, for clarity, the reason that the ATF traces guns is if there's a gun used in a crime, then they get that gun and they get the serial number. They'll then take those serial numbers and they just follow it back to who was the last person to purchase it, where did it go from there, that kind of thing. So a 60% increase. Now, what that's telling us is ultimately there's a lot of guns being used in crimes. Now, the reason I'm even making this video is to let you know that there is a great increase in tracing guns going on right now. But in addition, what they're using this data for is to essentially say that, they're taking states like New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts that have strict gun laws, and they're comparing them to states like Ohio or Missouri that have very open gun laws, and they're essentially saying that the tracing of guns in areas like New York, those guns are coming from somewhere else. They're not coming from New York because it's hard to buy guns in New York. Whereas when you go to Ohio, the guns used in crimes in Ohio, those are purchased in Ohio. Now, ultimately what they're saying is they're using that data to say that because of the strict laws that New York and New Jersey have, they're doing better off than states like Ohio and Missouri. The reality is they still have guns and they still have a lot of illegal guns, even though but it's just the criminals have the guns. But gun crime in New York City specifically has increased not just 60%, but 270% in 2020. There's a lot of gun crime in New York City. So to use this data to kind of say, well, look how great New York's doing compared to Ohio is really foolish. So, again, the ATF tracing more guns than ever before, and these are guns used in crimes, of course, but where are those guns coming from? They're arguing if they're coming from local areas that then causes a greater concern, but that's just foolish. It's just taking data and twisting it. But more guns being traced than ever before, and of course New York City being one of the worst of them all with the strictest gun laws. So there you go. Love to hear your thoughts on all this, or if you have any more data or anything like that to add to this, please put it in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel with Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, so never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.